Hi, this is Jessica.
This is Brianna, and this is our presentation on the Maori.
Okay. History of the Maori. The Maori people arrived by canoe from islands in Polynesia near Tahiti around 1000 AD. The British established settlements and signed a treaty with the Maori in 1840. The Maori protested their treaty after their land was seized. In 1860s, they began a 12-year war against the British for control of the North Island. Peace was restored to the island in 1870. In 1893, New Zealand became the first country to give women the right to vote. The country became a domination of British in 1907 and gained its independence from Britain in 1947.
As you can see here, they came down from Polynesia into Fiji in 1500 BC. They went up to Samoa, and then from Samoa they came down to New Zealand in 1000 AD. And New Zealand is now where they live. They tend to live mostly in the North Island, but they do also reside in the South.
Environment. Their coastal climate is mild to cool. It rarely gets very hot. Inland regions can be very cold. Most places receive their fair share of sunny and cloudy days. Winds come mainly from the west and they can be very strong. There is generally plenty of rain and somewhere rivers and streams twist to the sea.
There are about 600,000 people in New Zealand who identified as Maori in 2013. This makes up about 15% of New Zealand's population. In 2010, the total fertility rate was 2.2, which is a dramatic decrease from 1961 when the total fertility rate was 4.3. Though they have a high life expectancy of 75 years in women and 70 years in men. And about half of the Maori population is literate. Here you can see that they do have a growing population. You can see there are many children, and it's pretty steady through about 60, and then after 75 you can see that there's a very quick decrease in the population, especially in the male side, and that females do tend to live longer as there's more population higher.
The Maori's culture. Their culture is an integral part of the local life. They traditionally make their clothes from local plants, along with birds and animal skin. Clothing, adornments, and even hairstyles shows a lot about a person's status. And fine clothes could be enhanced mana, which is authority and power. They eat off the land whatever fish they catch, birds they kill, berries and herbs they pick. They are extremely resourceful.
Here are some common Maori phrases. Their language is Maori. You have nau mai, which is welcome. You have koha, which is a present or a gift, usually money. You have bahea paku, which is a lavatory or a toilet. You have waka, which is a canoe. You have inohara, which is goodbye. You also have the moko tattoos, and you can see that there are face tattoos, there are also leg tattoos, and people have them all over their bodies. And we found this poem over these tattoos, and it says, "I wear my pride upon my skin. My pride has always been within. I wear my strength upon my face. Comes from another time and place. Bet you didn't know that every line has a message for me. Did you know that?"
They stick out their tongues a lot. It is part of their culture, and when they do their haka dance, it's another way of greeting people.
And here is an example of one of their more traditional haka dance. You can see that they do have a lot of tattoos and they do stick out their tongues. And originally the haka was a war dance, and I don't know about you, but if someone came out of the woods and did that to me, I would also run in the other direction. However, the haka has now spread into sports and even all the way into high schools in the United States, including one just a little ways from us in Dallas.
Their geopolitics, they don't have much going on, but they do have current protests that are here. They focus on their issues like their land rights, their language, and their culture, and racism.
The Maori have a thriving economy. In 2010, their GDP was $36.9 billion, and it's expected to skyrocket and in 2030 be at $313.3 billion. And their GDP per capita is about $75,000. So you can see that this clearly is a pretty decent economy for a minority group.
Fun facts. The name Mallory literally means normal, which they seem far from that. New Zealanders' nickname is Kiwi.
They also have a national holiday on February 6th that's called Waitangi, and this is just where they join their friends and family outdoors. They have picnics, and it seems to be a lot like what we do on the 4th of July here in America. And in almost every public event, there's a Maori ceremony or something to honor them and just to keep their tradition and their culture alive.
In conclusion, the Maori are a thriving people group who have influenced the entire world with their tattoos and the haka. Their future is looking bright with an expected increase in their GDP, literacy rates, and along with their protests, beginning to make a difference.
Thank you for watching this. And Nora, that means bye.